building a treehouse. This video is brought to you by CuriosityStream and my new streaming service, Nebula. Hi, I'm Bryson, and I like animals. And today I'm going to talk about two of the most popular animal companions, dogs and cats. Starting off, I'm totally a dog person and not a cat person. I think it's a spiritual thing though, because 99% of the time when I see a random dog, I'm able to successfully call the dog over and pet it and we become best friends. Conversely, I have never successfully befriended a cat. I want to be their friends, and I try every time, but our energy is just so different that the cat just walks away when I try and befriend it. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Psst, 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 psst. Come here, let me pet you.
No.
And on one of the only times I was able to pet a cat, I made the mistake of petting its belly and... However, when I wrote this script, I went to hang out with some friends and I encountered not one, not two, but 3 cats. And incredibly, I was able to befriend and pet all of them. Seriously, in my 19 years of life, I've had a cat let me pet it like once. And then after I write it down, I get 3 in one day. What are the odds? I guess the cat gods heard my plea. Seriously, it was like a switch was flicked. So if you struggle with befriending cats, write it down and then they'll love you. That's what I did. Anyways, since that experience, I like to go around the neighborhood on an electric longboard at night and search for random cats to pet. It's been very fun, although my neighbors did catch me sitting in their driveway petting their cat in the middle of the night once, so they think I'm kinda creepy. But anyway, let's move on to dogs. I love dogs, always have. However, I do prefer bigger dogs over smaller ones because in my experience, 90% of the aggressive dogs I meet are small. Big dogs are usually just teddy bears, while the small ones think they are more powerful than they actually are. I think it's just something we're born with. Some people have a cat aura, and some people have a dog aura. My dog energy is infinite. I love dogs, and I want to pet all of them.
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pet that dog?
I've had dogs all throughout growing up. We had Pixel, Duke, and now we got Dixie. Pixel was a really good dog. When we were all really young, my brother Braden took a Sharpie and drew all over Pixel. She didn't mind, though. She was a chill girl. Mom wasn't too happy about it, though. Rest in peace, Pixel. Then we got Duke. I won't go into details, but we rescued Duke from some really bad people, and he had some trauma and didn't like other dogs. However, he did like our other dog, Dixie. Duke was a really good boy. He had heterochromia, meaning one of his eyes was blue and the other was brown. He didn't realize how big he was either, and would try and snuggle up and lay on our laps like a chihuahua. Even though it would compress my lungs, I would still let him lay on me because he was so cute. He was also very good at eating flies. A good boy for the ages. Rest in peace, buddy. And our current family dog is Dixie. She is so sweet, snuggly, and cute. She has very expressive ears, and she loves it when you pet her butt. Also, she is so gentle with almost all creatures. For example, I used to have a pet guinea pig named Link, and Link and Dixie were friends. Also, Dixie used to catch birds for fun, but she wouldn't kill them, and she would bring them inside, and I would help the birds calm down, and then they would fly away. But I can just imagine them telling all their bird friends what happened. Bro, this big dog caught me and I thought it was gonna eat me, but it let me go. No way, you're making that up. It's true, I swear. Nope, no way. Did you see what that Rottweiler did to Terry?
Bagel, Terry.
No way would a dog let you go. But yeah, she's a gentle dog. However, me and my brothers will sometimes fight and horseplay with each other, and Dixie doesn't like that. She will try and defend whoever's being attacked, but she often misjudges who the victim is and will nip at the wrong person. Ow! Ah! Don't worry, she didn't really bite me. She just does a warning bite. She's never drawn blood, and trust me, she's a pit bull. If she wanted to hurt someone, she could. But most pit bulls are actually the sweetest creatures on the planet, and they don't deserve the bad reputation, because in almost all cases of pit bulls being violent, the bad owners are to blame. There are no bad dogs, only bad owners. I've actually had one pet cat when I was young. Why only one? Because my mom is allergic. Anyway, her name was Katie, and honestly, she was an outside cat, so I don't really remember a lot about her. However, I do have one memory. I was 2 years old and my family was building a treehouse. I was sitting up there while they all worked on the treehouse when Katie crossed my path. I remembered hearing that cats always land on their feet, so I decided to test it. We actually have video of it. The video didn't catch the fall, but you see the before and after and the reaction from my grandparents. Here it is.
You're kind of high.
Hi, Bryson.
Bryson, try to put your head
Well,
through here.
today is Thanksgiving 2003.
Oh!
My God.
My word.
Did he push the cat down?
Yeah.
Can we push you?
Bryson.
I'm sorry, I was only 2 years old. I hadn't discovered empathy yet. It wasn't a malicious attack. What went on in my head was, cats land on feet, see cat, push cat to test theory. She was fine. She never forgave me though. But the issue with dogs and cats is that you get them, you fall in love with them, and then they die and it breaks your heart. And so I decided to get a pet that's a little more long-term. Meet Scooter and Egg, my 2 pet tortoises. These guys can live longer than 50 years, so they might outlive me. They are very personable and cute. The best pet rocks a guy could ask for. Dixie is also friends with the tortoises. However, she doesn't respect them very much because I feed the tortoises carrots, and for some reason Dixie really likes to eat carrots too. I don't know why. Anyway, I turned my back for 1 second and Dixie stole the carrots from Egg. She wasn't too happy about that. Although, since I feed them carrots, Egg now thinks that my fingers are carrots. I often take the tortoises outside so they can get some sun, and I give them baths to keep them clean and hydrated, and I love them. I'm the best dad ever. Although Egg ran away one time and was missing for 2 months. The way it happened was crazy. I was sitting in the front yard watching a show while the tortoises were chillin'. Scooter was in sight at all times, but Egg was taking a nap under a rock out of sight, and I would check on her every 5 minutes. This went on for an hour, and she hadn't moved at all. But the next time I checked, she was gone. I searched everywhere, but there was no sign of her. Then I remembered that our doorbell had a camera on it, so I scoured the footage between the last time I saw her sleeping and when she was lost, and there was only a 5-minute window. I kept my eyes peeled, but nothing. It was like she vanished into thin air. So I went through the proper missing pet procedures. Missing posters, every missing pet app known to man, calling animal shelters, crying. A lot. And 2 months later, my neighbors found her under a rock. Egg was unfazed. She could have kept going. Did you know that tortoises can go 3 years without food? Yeah! But now that she's home, she gets all the food she wants. I reunited her with Scooter, and Scooter did not care. But I cared. I'm so glad we found her. It's a miracle. I've told you guys that I'm stupid before, but this confirms it if you had any doubt. Yes, I somehow managed to lose one of the slowest creatures on the earth. Smooth brain. They basically are my own little pet dinosaurs. Just size them up a bit and boom, they fit right in with Jurassic Park. Anyway, I now love both cats and dogs, but I think my relationship with dogs is healthier because they return the love. Cats aren't so generous. I'll still let them bite and scratch me so I can try and pet them though, because I'm that desperate for affection. To end this video off, I'd like everyone to listen to this PSA. If a dog rolls over and shows their belly to you, that means you should definitely give them belly rubs. But if a cat rolls over and shows their belly, do not under any circumstances pet it. That is a trap. The cat is just trying to kill you. I speak from experience. Oh, the sting of betrayal. And also the sting of claws and teeth. The moral of the story is, love is given, trust is earned. And I trust dogs.
here to adopt this dog. Sure thing, but first you must face the adoption trial. Trial? Yes. In order to adopt the dog, you must conquer me and my dog in combat. I'll do it. I'll do it for him. I can't lose. I will beat you. Wait, what?
No. Wait.
Well, that was a nightmare, and I'm pretty sure I'm bleeding internally and punctured a lung, but it was all worth it for you. I think I'll name you Bo. Hi, I'm Bryson, and this is my dog Bo. I've had him for about 1 year, and I love him. Today we're going to talk about some of the joys and pains of owning a dog. Bo, no! Stop! After deciding I wanted a dog, I searched a bajillion animal shelters and met several dogs, but when I met Bo, it was seriously love at first sight. His shiny, lustrous coat, his beefy head, his vacant expression, his muscular cheeks. How could I resist? But what really impressed me about Bo was that he could be high energy and goofy at times, but I could also get him to calm down. Bo is a stupid name! Bo, sick 'em! Actually, even the first hour of Bo officially being my dog was kinda crazy. On the drive home from adopting him, I was trying to check my blind spot, but all I could see was his big head in the way, so that was a pretty scary drive. Jesus, take the wheel! Bo is well trained now, but that wasn't the case at first. In the first few weeks of having him, me and my brother Braden ran into some problems. Basically, Braden tried to bathe him in... Thankfully, he's great at baths now and cooperates with us, but that first one was an uphill battle. I also didn't know how Bo acted around other dogs, so I was very cautious. One time I was taking him on a walk in the snow when all of a sudden we turned a corner and saw a dog. Bo bolted and I immediately slipped on ice, falling right on my butt and dropping Bo's leash in the process. Before I continue, put yourself in the other dog owner's perspective. A 70-pound pit bull is running full speed at you and the owner is incapacitated. You are moments from death. Nah, I'm just kidding. It turns out Bo is very friendly with strangers and other dogs. But that would have been unfortunate if I had a murderer on my hands, right? I would have had to be all like, sorry my dog destroyed your dog and bit you in the jugular. This is kind of awkward. Well, see you later. Another snowy night before I had trained Bo how to listen to me, he once again heard another dog and initiated make a friend mode. He started sprinting at full speed, pulling me behind him, and I was literally skating and slipping on the ice behind him. Surprisingly, the 1 ounce of coordination in my body made it so I didn't fall. It was actually kinda cool. Bo is also very nosy, like physically nosy. If he could talk, he would be like, "What you doing? What's that? Where you going? What you got there? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing?" Literally anywhere I go, him and his big nose are there. Sometimes you think he's off laying down somewhere, but then you open the door and he materializes behind you. Ah! Also, sometimes I'll let him sleep in the bed with me, but he lays right smack in the middle, so I have to Tetris my body in order to fit. Also, he's a big fan of drinking stupid amounts of water. He loves drinking from the tub, from streams, from the dishwasher, from the toilet. So much so, in fact, that sometimes I'll get out of the shower, he will nose his way in and lick the water off my legs like a weirdo. But one time I got out, turned to get my towel, and... Bryson, why don't you just lock your bathroom door? I do, but he has learned how to unlock doors and stand on 2 feet and speak English. He's becoming more and more powerful and I can't stop him. Bryson, it's 4 p.m. Time for me to bathe you. That's a joke. His IQ is 4, just like his dad. He's very muscular and strong and way more handsome than me. I'm kind of jealous because after like a week of having him, I had gotten more compliments for him than I have received literally in my entire life. Hey, that's a good-looking dog. You could use some work, though. I mean, your cheeks don't even compare. What? Also, Bo is a plush now. Isn't he cute? Use the link in the description to buy one before they sell out. Hey, Bo, what do you think? Bo, hey, give it back, give it back, give it back, give it back, give it back. Ah! Also, all the money I get from this will go to the Humane Society to help stop dog fighting. Just by buying this plush, you are helping save countless animals from the barbaric practice of dogfighting. Link in the description. Okay, several crates have died by his hand. I seriously don't know how he does it, because around me, he's a very sweet family dog. But when I wasn't around, he used to just murder crates from the inside, to the point where he broke a tooth off escaping a crate once. So I paid to give him a metal tooth, and now he looks like a gangster. I wanted to get a gold tooth, but sadly they wouldn't let me. Just know that I tried. Since I adopted Bo from a shelter, I didn't know what breed he was. I was pretty sure he was a pit bull, however, I was still curious to find out. So recently I got his DNA tested and found out he's a mixed breed. But he's mostly an American Pit Bull Terrier mixed with an American Staffordshire Terrier. Both of those dog breeds are classified as pit bulls. Wow, Bryson, didn't you know pit bulls are vicious monsters and all of them are evil killers and none of them are good dogs? You should be more afraid of me than the dog. If any of you agree with this small-minded person who is now dead, then please do some research and grow up. Okay, this next part gets a little heavy, but I feel very strongly about it and I want to speak up against unjust hatred towards these dogs. Pit bulls are dogs that have awful reputations, which I'm very against because I was raised with them and all of ours have been loyal, loving family dogs. Obviously, I'm biased, so please do your own research, but here's the conclusion I've come to. Any dog can be aggressive and any dog can be loving. It all depends on the way you nurture and teach your dogs. Although sometimes professional training is required. There are awful people out there who train and force dogs to fight each other. It still happens and it's absolutely tragic. People hear about dog fights and end up blaming and stereotyping pit bulls just because they are forced to fight. Here's a bright idea. How about we blame the awful people who fight dogs and not the dog who is just trying to do what his owner told him to do? Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be cautious. I believe that you need to be careful and cautious around any dog that you don't know, because people do get hurt sometimes. But if you are labeling any and every pit bull you see as a monster, then it's time to wake up, my guy. Please judge dogs on an individual basis, not based on breed. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Anyways, back to Bo. Since I love Bo so much, I also have a lot of nicknames for him. Here are some of my favorites. Bosif, Bozo, Bodacious, Bojangles, Bowberry Biscuit, Bosephine Rex, and Baron Beauregard. He is very clumsy. He hits his head on everything. You know how dogs are supposed to be able to see in the dark? Well, one night I turned off the lights and started walking towards my room, and I heard a big thunk from his head hitting the door. He'll also hit his head on walls, benches, other dogs, chairs, anything. I mean, how could he not with a head that big? So I decided to get him human glasses. So that was an awkward doctor's visit. Read off the letters you see. Yeah, I think his prescription is a bit off. After all the crates being destroyed, me and my family decided it was probably best for him to be professionally trained for a little while. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty depressed when I had to leave him for 3 weeks to be trained. He was doing good, but let's be honest, I'm no professional and he needed some better obedience. And I needed better training tactics. But I have him back now and he's better than ever and I'm never leaving him anywhere ever again. Well, off to my wedding. Bo, you are coming with me. Bo will now give the best man speech. In conclusion, I love Bo. He's my full-time best friend and I adore him and I would literally die for him. And if I see any of you making mean comments about pit bulls, then I will appear in your room tonight. Ha ha, pit bulls are stupid, vicious monsters. The only monster is me. Hey everyone, I hope you liked the video.